Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today I was working off camera and decided to make a tiny platform home. I did the best I could. You can tell me what you think. Anywho, this is the front of the house. We have some perfectly pruned grass on the edges of the home, as well as around the walkway that takes you to the back, along with some flowers and some trees right up next to the house because there was nothing else I could think of to fill up this space. It looked kind of barren. So I just added some trees, and that's what you do. When in doubt, you add a tree. I also continued the lining of the backyard around the fence line, and we've got a little bit of activity and skill items. So we've got gardening, the telescope. I do have some more plants here, the grill, a nice little table. And I was thinking of putting a pergola out here, but I ended up with a canopy because there wasn't a pergola that I liked that was black. And I definitely wanted black. So I ended up with the canopy, and I don't know, I think it's kind of pretty. I like it. And then back here, we've got the outdoor trash can because there is no indoor trash can. I didn't have space, but that's a different story for a different day. And we've got some trees here because these are tall wall height because of the interior platforms. So the window placement looks awful high, but it's really, really not once you get inside. So let's go ahead and make our way there. So as we creep up on the porch, you do have your mailbox, and over here in this little nook, we've got a little chest table. And we also have a light up there, so you've got light out in the porch. You walk in, and hello, color. Lots and lots of color, and we love the color. Over here to the one side of the front door, we've got a nice little dining table, a few things on the wall. There isn't a ton of decor in this one, but there is decor and clutter, but there just isn't a whole lot because I do have quite a few windows. I wanted to make sure there was a lot of nice natural light coming in. And here we've got our little kitchen with some colorful appliances. I couldn't put anything on that counter there because if I did, they wouldn't be able to cook. So instead, I added some shelves and put some clutter up on the shelves. We do have some upper cabinets, but above the cabinets, I got windows. Yep, I got windows everywhere. Got another window there. These plant holders I made bigger by one. I know they kind of stick out of the wall a little bit, but it fit better being bigger. I don't usually use these when they are their original size. I do tend to make them a little bit bigger because I just think they're too small otherwise. In this little nook over here is her little computer desk with some incense and the flower mushroom, which I love. I love both of them. Lots and lots of color. And then we go up these stairs here, and this is the one of the platforms. I did test this. They can get, or Sims can get through here. Thanks to the Cozy Kitsch bookcase things there, I was able to put a bookcase there. I was like, I want books somewhere because I want them to read, but I couldn't think of anything. And then I saw these. I was like, yep, that's it. And amazingly enough, they worked perfectly. We do have video game down there. Nice colorful sofa, black curtains. We've got this wall plant here, which I do hate that it sticks out so much, but that's all right. TV, of course. And then we have some plants on the fence as well as on the edge of the fence. The fence comes that way, which is amazing. If we go through this frosted glass door here, you walk into the actual shower, and then your toilet is over there. There isn't a oh, that's way high. I gotta fix that. Hold on. I fixed it. So as I was saying, you walk in into the actual shower, and then you've got your toilet with a shelf of toiletries, some photos up top, just because these walls are actually very, very high. I also included a wall plant there from Love Struck. It is a little high, but I figured the steam and whatnot from the shower would get up there and it would be very beneficial to the plant in real life. And we go up this ladder here. I did test this as well. This is a bed from Horse Ranch. I did have to push the headboard all the way into the wall. Otherwise, she could walk through here. I tried out, I don't know how many beds, but this one, from what I found, is the only one that I could push the headboard in and have her walk through. The rest of them were just like a hair too big, so it didn't work. But we've got some black curtains on here too. She's got a little night table. Nothing too special in this little bedroom. And then she has her quote unquote wardrobe up here, which she can't get into the bed from the right side. But if you click on the right side and tell her to sleep on that side, she'll get in on the left and scooch over. And this would be your view. Hello. This would be your view from the bed. So you do get a little bit of privacy with the fence wall, which I was trying to do like a half wall, but it messed some things up. Oh, she couldn't walk up here. No matter what I did, she was unable to walk up there. So ended up with this fence, which I really like. I think it just kind of adds a little extra touch. But that's it. That's the whole build. Not a ton of, fanciness, but I kind of went for modern-esque. So here's your little canopy. I know it's open and it's gonna get rained on, whatever. I don't know what the full effect is in weather if you have seasons. Or I don't know, does it still rain if you don't have seasons? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've not had seasons, so I'm not sure if it rains or not. But I guess it depends what town you're in. Not sure. Anyway, or what world. Excuse me. Anywho, I did want to line the patio with the greenery as well. But if I were to do that completely, then they would be blocked and they wouldn't be able to get to the telescope or the planter boxes. And if I were to open it up, it would just look weird to me. So I just didn't do that at all and left it as is. I think it's okay. I raised it up and added a platform on the porch. And when you do that, it actually adds more tiles. So this is actually 32 tiles for the tiny home residential. Oh, I guess it's a micro home. Excuse me. Why do I keep calling them tiny homes? I guess I just figure all of them are tiny homes, but it's actually a micro home. And with the microphone, you use less space, meaning you use less energy, lowers your bills. All relationships are doubled, plans grow twice as fast, you're happy, inspired, and focus buffs last twice as long, your skills increased at double the rate, and everything is twice as comfortable as it generally is. So micro homes, well, actually, micro, tiny, or small homes are all fantastic, but the microphone, the micro home is the best bang for your buck kind of thing. It's going to give you the most benefits, and I think it's worth it. I mean, it depends on what you want, how you're playing, but it'd be good to start. How much is this home anyway? 23,000. So that's not too bad. You could, if you want, this could be a very nice starter home. I would say if maybe you deleted some of the landscaping, maybe got rid of the canopy and a couple of things, about $4,000 worth, you could move into this house as a starter home, which I think it's a great idea. You could get rid of some of the decor, some of the plants inside, maybe even, and not lose much of anything in here, which I think would be awesome because this would be a great little starter home. It's very small, but I think it's worth it. That, my dear friends, is the whole build. I hope you like it. I hope you get a little bit of inspiration. Playing with the platforms, it's not something that I do very often, but I did want to do a tiny home. I just wanted it to be different than what I normally do. And that's what kind of made me think of doing platforms. My only thought that I had was a platform for the bed, but then I was like, well, wait, maybe I really could put a platform for the living room as well. And I was worried about the stairs not fitting, but I think it all worked out. I think it worked out pretty good. So anyhow, let me know if you did get any inspiration here. If you did, how you plan on using it. I would love to know. As always, you're welcome to leave any and all comments, questions, and suggestions down below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And until next time, y'all, have fun.